Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Adjective Noun Gaming presents Sunset and Stardew. It's a beautiful morning. We are joined once again by Buddy Ben. How's it going, Ben?
I'm doing alright, buddy. How are you?
Doing pretty good. You ready to do some farming and some mining, maybe?
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
All right, let's get back into it. Got a new recipe from the Queen of Sauce, and it's pizza.
Ooh. Check that out myself. Nice. Oh, I already knew how to cook pizza, apparently.
Oh, okay. You probably remember to check the TV more than I do.
Possibly. Who knows?
All right, so let's kick it off the way we normally do. We talk about games that we've been playing lately. Is there anything that you have been playing lately other than Stardew Valley?
I put probably, oh boy, probably 10 hours into Moonlighter.
Oh, nice. How you liking that?
I like it a lot.
It's a good game.
It's like a game made for me.
Yeah, it's really good. I really like the balance of being a clerk in the store, like selling your wares, and then going in the dungeons and like, you know, picking up loot.
Yeah, it's like a perfect game for me. Like that's all the stuff I used to do in like Skyrim and Fallout and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna go. Like I would make multiple trips back and forth between like dungeons and buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Just so I could sell all the stuff. And it's fun.
Oh yeah,
I like the combat in it's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, that could make or break that game, and
for sure,
it's pretty good. Like because you like run your little shop and you go down into like there's 4 dungeons.
Yeah. And
the whole goal is like to unlock the 5th dungeon or whatever. I think I made it to the 4th dungeon.
That's pretty far, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's honestly there's a lot of replayability there, like just trying to like get better and better at it, like basically keep playing it till you get better at it. That's what I've been trying to do. I haven't played it in a few months now, but I got it when it came out and I really enjoyed what I put into it. I think I only put like 5 or 10 hours into it, but I really liked what I played. But yeah, now it's nice for people like you that waited. You can get it on Game Pass.
Yeah, that's how I started playing it because I upgraded my PC to Windows 10 and got on that Game Pass tip.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, Game Pass is pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff on there that I would not have played if I didn't have Game Pass.
Yeah.
So that's a cool way to look at it.
Moonlighter's actually part of the Humble Monthly this month.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot on Game Pass before it pops. And I was like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's cool.
So the only bummer is that the saves won't transfer.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
But
you'd think like almost every game would be doing the cross save thing these days, but
yeah, it'd be hard to do between like that and like Steam though.
That's true.
I could see them not wanting to do that.
For sure. Anything else besides Moonlighter you've been playing recently?
Put a lot of time into Minecraft. Got back into Minecraft because like I said, upgraded my PC. So and like I checked and I was like, oh man, that'll be cool. Like I'll get Game Pass and Minecraft would be part of Game Pass, you know. But it wasn't, which was kind of a bummer. I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. But because I bought Minecraft Java like in like 2010 or whatever, you got like a free upgrade code.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I did that, and that's a fun game. Like I've been putting that on and like watching stuff and.
I think that's the first game I remember that was like my first podcast game. Because honestly, because we started playing that, like freshman year of college together, I think is when we started playing that together on Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And so that game was revelatory for me because not only... I just got a prismatic shard, by the way.
Oh, nice. I didn't know where you were.
Yeah, I'm over at the quarry just chopping rocks trying to get my mining up. And yeah, I just got a prismatic shard out of nowhere so I can get that badass sword. I'm trying to think what else can you do with that thing. I always forget what the other...
idea.
That's what I always use it for.
My, like personal games, and I turned it into Gunther.
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess that might be the play, because I don't think I've traded one into him yet. But man, that sword you can get with the prismatic shard is like the best sword in the game.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Minecraft. I think that was about the time I started really getting into podcasts. So that's like the perfect podcast and like watching videos while you play a game.
Yeah.
So Yeah, Minecraft would be one. I don't know if I could get back into it now as much as I was before, but I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it. It came with my computer when I bought it because it was Windows 10.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I just have it. I don't know if I have it installed or not, but it's definitely on my computer somewhere.
What season is this? What are we doing?
We're in spring, so yeah, I'm just like mining and doing
Spring year
stuff.
2?
Yeah, I think it's spring year 2. Yeah, I think that's what we're at. It's hard for Ben to keep it straight these days because he's got his own personal save going too.
I put quite a bit of time into that this summer too.
Yeah.
Probably since the last time we talked.
I think it's not going to get much better for your money for a podcast game than Stardew or Minecraft.
Yeah. No, there's like a bunch of new stuff added to Minecraft like since I played it last, really.
Oh yeah.
And the reason I wanted it on Windows 10 is because it has controller support.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so.
Yeah, Minecraft is okay with mouse and keyboard. I think when I first brought my computer home, I tried that, and it wasn't super great. Like, I definitely prefer the controller.
Yeah.
But it's serviceable at least.
On, like, laptops, like, that's fine. But
yeah,
I'm kind of sitting here playing it. It's not super comfortable. And I want to play it on my TV and stuff. So.
Gotcha. So Moonlighter, Minecraft, the two M's. Anything else?
Played some Void Bastards.
Yeah, that game's good.
Game Pass. That game's all right. Yeah.
It's hard. It's very hard. At least I think it is. Like immediately.
I don't know if it's hard. It's just I don't know. It didn't grab me the way it's grabbed some people.
Okay. I like it for what it is, but I think eventually I'll drop off of it just because I don't feel good at it. That's usually like all it takes for a game like that. Like with Dead Cells, I fell off pretty hard because I could never get past the timekeeper. So that's why I stopped playing that because I was like, I mean, I could keep playing, which I'm probably going to do eventually to try to beat it, but I don't know. I don't know if I ever will.
I downloaded some other games on Game Pass, but I haven't gotten around to them yet.
Oh, okay.
I got Forza.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 4 is honestly my favorite Forza game. That's the best one they've made yet.
I downloaded Kingsway.
Yeah, that game looks fucking rad. I have that in my Steam library waiting for me at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the game where it looks like a desktop, but it's like an RPG kind of. Like you're like clicking on windows to like do battles and stuff. Yeah. It seems really fucking cool.
Oh, and what else did I get? I put I think I downloaded Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah.
That's the game that I've been playing. I beat that.
The first Wolfenstein. Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
I think Aaron would agree with us on this one. I think the second game is even better than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one's very, very good, especially the story. Like the story in the first one didn't really hook me as much, but the second one I felt like I was able to follow it a little bit better, and it like was more rewarding by the time you get to the end of it.
I like the first one quite a bit. It was like a fun little just like kickback game.
Yeah.
What else was I playing? I feel like there was something else I was playing. Oh, I played some of the Surge.
Oh yeah, that game's like Dark Souls.
Yeah. It's like sci-fi Dark Souls.
Sci-fi Dark Souls.
I was playing that, and so I got kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Like I had to grind stuff out, and I was like, this is kind of boring.
Yep.
So I didn't stick with it. But
as soon as
like the second area, I think.
That's pretty cool. I got to like almost the end of the first area, I think, and then when I realized it was like a Dark Souls game, I was like, I have too many other games to play, and I don't want to commit to a Dark Souls like game right now. So I just stopped playing it. The only reason I even played it was because it was a PlayStation Plus game. So that's like I usually every time they put games up for PlayStation Plus or Gold or Game Pass, I'll try any game at least once, because why not? Yeah. So. But yeah, so that sounds like you've been playing Moonlighter, Minecraft. You've been playing some Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
So would you say? Oh yeah. So I was gonna ask first. Would you say for people that don't have an Xbox, would you say it's worth it to get Game Pass for PC?
Right now it's only when I signed up it was like $1.
Yeah.
And I think the rest of the time, like until it's out of beta, it's gonna be $4.99. So
yeah,
I've definitely gotten like my buck's worth out of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I've almost beat Moonlighter, so.
Yeah, that alone is worth it. And then it seems like, I don't know if you follow, they both have Twitter accounts. So one of them is just Xbox Game Pass for Xbox, and one's Xbox Game Pass for PC. So if you follow those, I really actually, whoever the person is that runs these, I really like them a lot. They're kind of like one of those, like, how you see those like fast food accounts that are like, how do you do, fellow kids? Like they act like that, like they're kind of like that, but they're like they're not like that though. They're not, but it's cool though, because like they'll talk to other brands. They'll be like, hey, like Xbox, how's it going? It's like, not bad, Game Pass, how about you? Like, stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I enjoy it. It's at least better than just being like, hey, here's your games.
Yeah.
So there's at least some personality to it. But anyway, so as far as games I've been playing, the most recent one was yesterday. I got Super Mario Maker 2.
Okay.
Fantastic so far. I never played the first one because I think I had gotten rid of the Wii U by the time the first Super Mario Maker came out.
Gotcha.
So I'm really enjoying it a lot. I don't think there was single player content in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
So if I would have gotten it, there wouldn't have been much for me to do on my parents' shitty internet because I would have lived with them whenever I would have been playing it. But no, that game's fantastic. They kind of like with Dreams. That's what ended up pushing me over the edge to get it, was people comparing it to Dreams. They were like, if you don't want to be a creator, you don't have to be. You can just like consume the content, and that to me is like what those kind of games are all about, at least for me.
That's cool.
So I've been playing the levels that are curated by Nintendo themselves, just as starters, and those have been really good so far. And then I think this weekend I'm going to dig into some of the user-created levels as well. But it's going to be one of those things that I'm glad I just downloaded it digitally to have on the Switch, so I can just like tune back in and see if people have created new levels from time to time. And then I know a lot of the people that we follow on Twitter have been sharing a lot of codes, so you can just type those codes in and play those levels. So that's a pretty cool thing. Don't have too much more to say about it since I just got it yesterday, but I've definitely not regretted my purchase. I also had almost $10 worth of Nintendo coins in my account, so.
Oh wow!
Got a nice $10 off on that. And then jumping to the exact opposite of the spectrum, almost, I've still been playing Days Gone on PS4.
Okay.
I'm very surprised by that game. I think I mentioned this on one of my streams with Alex. It might have been Far Cry Days last week. I was expecting, like, out of that and World War Z, those are the two games that I was strongly considering, like when they went on sale for that Days of Play. And World War Z, the only thing that like got me away from wanting to get that was it was getting Left 4 Dead comparisons where like you can play it by yourself, but it's really difficult without other people, and it's a lot less fun without other people.
Right.
And I didn't know 3 other people that were going to buy the game, and I definitely didn't even know one other person that was going to buy the game. So that is kind of like what swayed me. And I've been very pleasantly surprised by Days Gone. It is kind of like theme-wise and story-wise, it's like a mix of The Walking Dead and Sons of Anarchy. Mm-hmm. So I've never seen Sons of Anarchy. I've been told I need to watch that show at some point.
It's pretty good. There's like some good seasons. There's some bad seasons.
Yeah. So it's like I said, I only know what I know about Sons of Anarchy from like friends like you that have told me about it, and from like commercials and what I've seen, on TV. But it's like a biker gang in a zombie apocalypse, basically, is what it's like. And you're just like, you've got this guy that you're running around with, and he ends up getting hurt, and he's like up in this like fire watch tower kind of.
Yeah.
And so he's like calling the shots up there, and you're like talking to him on walkie-talkie. I think I'm at like the 10-hour mark in that game, and so far it has not slowed down in like excitement and fun stuff to do. And
That's cool.
there's like a fun, like I like anxiety is a weird topic for me, like but it gives you like a I'm trying to think of the way to say it. Like, it gives you an anxiety that you can actually handle. It's not a bad anxiety. It's like, so like you pull up in this area and it's like, okay, so I can't just run in here. I need to pull out the binoculars and I need to see exactly how many of these zombies are there. Sure. And so it's kind of got like a Far Cry system of marking enemies, which I'm clearly a very big fan of Far Cry, so it works out for me. But yeah, gameplay's fun. It's got like the breakable enemies and stuff. Enemies, weapons, and like I don't think the guns break. I think they might wear down, but it's kind of like, do you remember Dead Island? Like how you'd have like a board and you could swing it a certain number of times before it breaks.
Yeah.
So they kind of made it where you can like just walk around. I really like, it's just so satisfying to like clear every area out. It's kind of like one of those checkbox type games that I've mentioned I like before. So like when you go into an area, usually the first thing you have to do is clear out the nests in an area. Mm-hmm. And they literally just look like huge bird nests, but they're filled with zombies. And so you have to toss a Molotov cocktail in it. And then every encounter of that is repetitive and the same, because you'll just get flooded with like 4 or 5 of them at once, and then that'll count as cleared. But it's really, it's not been too hard so far, which is a plus. And it's been very enjoyable. I've been very surprised by it. Like, it's a game that I wouldn't have considered buying if I hadn't heard comparisons to other games that I like. Yeah. So I'm really happy I ended up going with it, and it's honestly, if it keeps up the way it is, it's going to probably be in my top 5 this year.
Nice.
So I'm very, very happy about that. Very pleasantly surprised.
Load of potatoes.
A couple other games on PC. I started playing My Friend Pedro.
What do you think of that?
It's good. So I am not getting great scores because I'm trying to take my time and be as stylish as possible, which is the way I think it's supposed to be played. Like you can obviously just rush through it if you want. And I know we had been talking
Is that how
about.
it's scored on time?
I think so. Either that I'm just not good at being stylish. But yeah, I think you have to do it like quickly and pretty, like at the same time.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I've been like, there's like this move where you can hold down both the triggers and like target two people at once, and that's kind of like the most complicated thing I can do at this point. So I've been trying to like jump in the air and like flip upside down and then like shoot two dudes in the head at the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. Like it's exactly what I wanted it to be. But I think I'm just gonna have to start not worrying about what scores I get on the levels and just try to get through it. The difficulty is ramping up pretty quick. Like you're getting flooded with a lot of enemies at once already. But yeah, I've been excited about that game since they first showed a trailer for it like years ago. I feel like it's been in development.
Fun as heck.
It is really
yeah. Like I don't know, you would just have to get good at it.
Yeah, so I think I will. I think I've only played like the levels are pretty short, so I think I've played like maybe six or seven of them. But it seems like a game you could play in a weekend if you wanted to like get through it pretty quickly. But no, it's been a lot of fun, and that was on sale as well. I think that was like $5 off, and it might still be. So if anybody's interested, it's like $15, and it's well worth it if you're into that kind of thing. And then the only other stuff, I'm still playing LA Noire with my fiance Christa.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're still plugging away at that. We kind of just play like a case or two a week on that. We're just taking our time and trying to get like the full 5 stars on everything. So that's been really fun to revisit that, and I like the way they're sprinkling the DLC cases throughout the story. So like I'm seeing like cases that I remember, and then I never got to play the DLC, so then I get to play like new ones that I've never seen along with the old ones.
I think we're gonna go buy a cow.
You're gonna go buy a cow? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have that barn we haven't used yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a prismatic shard already, so that was good that I donated one
nice.
to Gunther. Okay, that's cool. I didn't even know that. And then the only other new game that I've been playing is that Crash Team Racing remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it.
How's that feel?
Good, really good.
Yeah, that game, I love playing CTR.
Yeah, that's something we got to do when you come up to Ohio. We got to play some couch co-op of that or couch racing action.
Play the hell out of some CTR.
Yeah, no, that game I played that. I think the only Crash Bandicoot games I had for PS1 when I was a kid were Crash Team Racing and then Crash 3 Warped. And Warped is still my favorite Crash Bandicoot game, but I still really do like CTR a lot. It's really good. Yeah. Let's see. There's a torch. I've got 2 iridium ore, but I don't think that'll do me any good because we need 5. But yeah, that's about it for me as far as video games go. I don't have a lot of movie or TV show news to add on to, so I'll let you take over for that for a minute if you have anything you want to add.
Yeah, I've watched a ton of movies since we last talked.
Okay, cool.
I watched Batman and Mr. Freeze, the animated, the TAS movie.
Oh yeah,
video movie.
It's been a long time since I've seen that. Does it still hold up?
That was fun. Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't amazing or anything, but it was pretty good.
You still need to watch Mask of the Phantasm too, don't you? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to watch.
That one actually holds up pretty well because I remember watching that.
I heard that one's exceptional.
Yeah, it's really good.
Watched that. That was enjoyable. I was watching that with David and Jess.
That's cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
He's on a Batman kick. He's on a superhero kick lately.
Nice.
And he always wants to watch Spider-Man Enter the Spider-Verse, and I'm like, as much as I love that movie, I can only watch it so many times.
That's true. I can only imagine.
And so I was like, oh, let's watch some Batman or something. And so watched that. Watched Her.
Oh yeah, the Joaquin Phoenix movie.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix, Scarlett Johansson, dating AI.
Yeah, does she play the voice of the AI in that? Then I guess.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I've had that in my watch queue forever, and I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
I've heard it's good.
Because it's on our Jess got me a top 100 movies poster.
Oh yeah.
Poster for Christmas, and so we've been making our way through that, and it was on there.
That's cool.
Yeah, and watched Evil Dead.
Oh man, that movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie.
The second one is where they really start to go off the rails, and it becomes
Yeah.
like almost like a comedy at times, which is
Yeah.
fascinating. There's a part in that movie that like I don't remember any other time I've ever laughed that hard during a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like there's a part in that second one where like it's not a spoiler or anything, which by the way it's like a fucking 30-year-old movie at this point,
Yeah.
so whatever. But anyway, there's like the the taxidermy animals that are hanging up on the wall in the cabin. They just come to life, and like Ash is like losing his mind and like laughing really hard, and then the animals join him. It's one of those things like where you just have to see it, but it's just so fucking funny to me. Like they all just start laughing together. And then the second one is where he gets the because he doesn't get the chainsaw hand in the first one yet, right?
No.
Okay.
Which is really annoying because that's like when you scratch off the thing, that's like what it is. And I was
Oh.
like, that's not. That didn't happen.
Yeah, so it happens in the second one.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the coolest things. So I think Aaron's a much bigger Army of Darkness fan than I am. That's when it had gone completely off the rails and becomes a completely different franchise.
Yeah.
So I'm much more of an Evil Dead purist. I like the first two because they're closer to horror. The Army of Darkness is like a really cheesy like action movie almost.
Yeah.
And so I'm not the biggest fan of Army of Darkness, and I haven't seen too much of Ash vs. Evil Dead, which is the TV show spinoff. But
Yeah. It's on Netflix now too.
it is, yeah. That might be something to consider if you like the Evil Dead, because those movies really are like the first one is the spookiest. I'll say that. Like, so if you got through the first one, you'll be.
It wasn't even like that spooky, honestly.
It's one of those old horror movies that doesn't.
Today's.
Yeah, it doesn't stay scary by today's standards. It's just kind of like really kitschy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it though.
Yeah. No, it was fun. It was a fun watch.
Yeah.
What else? Watch The Dark Knight again.
Oh, that movie, man.
That movie holds up.
Some might say the best superhero movie.
It's pretty long.
Yeah. Does it?
Long movie.
So is it still like? Is the pacing still kind of slow? Like now?
It's still slowish. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like it's clearly like separated into different acts.
Yeah.
But I still really liked it. I think it's better than any Marvel movie I've ever seen.
Yeah. I think I agree with that. It's been probably about a good 5 years since I've seen The Dark Knight, and I think I'd still agree with it. So I need to watch it again because it's on Netflix. So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That's also on the poster, so we watched that.
Okay.
I watched this documentary, this baseball documentary that I was telling you about the other day. It's called The Battered Bastards of Baseball.
Yeah, so I added that back to my queue. I had started that at work one day and I never finished it.
It's excellent.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it.
That's cool. So what's like the basic rundown, if you don't mind?
Basic rundown is like, so there's this Hollywood actor. It's actually Kurt Russell's dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he like starts his own independent, like back in the 70s, like before baseball was all part of the MLB, you could have like an independent like triple like double like, single A team.
Mm-hmm.
And so like you didn't have to be a part of like the farm teams or whatever. And so he like starts his own after he gets hurt playing ball and after he's done acting.
Mm-hmm.
Like he played the sheriff on Bonanza and he was like in 700 some odd episodes of Bonanza.
That's wild.
And so he like that show ends and he like kind of just like listless, and so they like go up to Oregon where the AAA team had just moved out of.
Yeah.
And like start a single A team, and it's just kind of like what's the movie with Charlie Sheen in it?
Oh, Major League.
Movie? Yeah, Major League. Like
that's my
Cleveland,
that's
right?
the Cleveland Indians movie. That's one of my favorite sports movies of all time. I fucking love that movie.
Like those people, like the people that he got to come, like he held open tryouts.
Okay.
And had like 500 people show up or something crazy like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like some from all across, like some person like rode their motorcycle all the way from like DC or something like that.
Wow.
Because it was like kids who didn't get signed.
Yeah.
You know, and then like other people who got like busted down, like were basically told to quit.
Yeah.
From the major leagues, and so he like kind of gave them a second chance too.
Yeah.
And what else was I gonna say? So he just like has all these different personalities, and it's very much like Major League. Like they're just these ruffians, right? They're just like kind of these, what do they call them? Ragamuffins.
Ragamuffins.
And like, but he like created this baseball team, and it like pulled in like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And they were really good too. Like they would beat like all the teams. I think their first game they won like 13-0 or something crazy like that.
That's really
and
cool.
They were expected, you know, kind of just to be like the team that always got beat because they were just these random people that came in and did nothing.
I wonder if Major League was based on, or like if, you know what I mean? I wonder if they took from this, like Major League, because that literally sounds like the plot of Major League.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And so, And like it just follows that whole story of them, and it's like really positive. Like you keep waiting for like the other shoe to drop or something
Yeah.
bad to happen,
Yeah.
and really nothing bad happens in it. Like there's like one disappointing moment in the whole thing, like where they get kind of a major disappointment, but
Yeah.
like they recover from it, and then like the end of it is like the MLB steps in and is like, well, we want to put a triple, like they kind of got tired of all their shenanigans and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're like, well, we're gonna bring a AAA team back to Oregon, so you have to give up like your like team.
Yeah.
And so it's like about the fight for that at the end.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I need to watch that as a sports
Yeah,
fan. That sounds
really
like
it was really
sounds like a feel-good underdog story, which is like
yeah,
some of my favorite.
Like, it was excellent. Yeah. I was amazed at how good it was.
That's cool. Hey, do we need a golden parsnip for anything?
No.
Okay, so I can just sell it.
I think we have our gold spring. We have our
gold spring bundle.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need what else? What else we need from the spring? We need one thing for spring, but we have like the quality crops for spring.
Okay.
We have the quality parsnips.
Okay. So yeah. So other than that, is there anything else you've watched?
Yeah, I watched this movie called High Flying Bird.
Okay.
Which is a Steven Soderbergh movie. Which
he
like does like the oceans and like pretty sure he did. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. It's not the Daytona 500 one, but it's like the race car movie.
Days of Thunder?
No. It's more recent than that. It had Tom Hardy in it, and had the guy from Kylo Ren, whatever his name is. Man, I can't believe I'm blanking on.
Yeah. Jesus Christ! Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky something.
Yeah.
Logan Lucky. Yep. That's it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Soderbergh did that one too.
Okay. That movie's pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, that movie's great. I love it.
Yeah.
High Flying Bird is great too.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. It has the like the basketball prodigy from American Vandal season 2.
Oh, okay.
Like the one who gets I don't want to spoil American Vandal season 2, but yeah.
Yeah.
It has him in it, and he's like excellent because he was really good in that, and he's really good in this too.
Yeah.
And, what else? And like the main actor is really good in it. It's just really good. It's like I was saying the other day, it's like a heist movie without a heist.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like I think I termed it like a scheme movie.
That's cool.
It goes places and it's really good.
Okay.
Really enjoyable.
I'll have to add that. Where's that available to watch?
Netflix.
Netflix.
That's a Netflix original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Between that and Battered, I think I watched both of those movies in the same night, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Got some really good content.
Yeah.
Is there anything I need to be doing right now? Anything I need to be doing to contribute to the... Okay.
I'm like still trying to get my bearings on what we've been doing.
Yeah. I mean, we started the farm up, and we got the barn, so you got a cow now, right?
No, I went down, and she wasn't selling stuff. It was really
okay.
I'm gonna
back. Are you closer than I am? I'm approaching it. Okay.
We'll see. If we run into each other, that's fine.
Okay. Anything else, or is that pretty much it?
I've watched so many movies.
Yeah. Oh no, run them all down, bro. That's what this is for.
I watched Always Be My Maybe.
Okay, I still need to watch that one.
I forget what his name is. Randall Park.
Yeah, Randall Park.
That was really fun too. That's a really good movie. It was really cute.
I've heard it's a nice feel-good movie.
Yeah.
I've heard comparisons to Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's fair enough.
Okay.
I really liked it. I watched that Springsteen one-man show movie, or whatever, if you want to call it a movie.
Yeah, the Broadway one-man show.
Yeah, that was excellent.
Oh yeah.
That was super good.
That's a tearjerker.
Yeah. I really like that one.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really like Springsteen, and it was just fun to watch him reflect on his life.
Yep, for sure.
He's still super down to earth, which was fascinating.
Yep. It was nice to hear him talk about stuff. It kind of reminded me of one of my favorite bands is the Eagles, and they have that History of the Eagles documentary. It's 4 hours long.
Oh, wow.
And my dad and I saw the Eagles before Glenn Frey died, who was one of the really famous members of the Eagles. And so it was like an honor to be able to see Glenn Frey perform. Like he literally died like a year after we saw him. And so it was very nice to be able to see him like one last time. And for my dad's never seen him before, but he's been like, that's his favorite band of all time. And that's awesome. It was cool to be able to be there. But anyway, what I was getting at is the History of the Eagles documentary came out that year. And so that was the name of the tour as well. And it's one of the coolest concert experiences that I've ever had, because when the band started, it was just Glenn Frey and Don Henley with their acoustic guitars writing songs together. So the night began with them. They came out and just sat on their guitar amps and just like they were shooting the shit about the history of the Eagles, and they started like playing some acoustic versions of their like really early songs. And then they went, like, they showed clips, like, from the documentary, and then they added members to the stage as they were added in real life, like, in real time.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool experience.
That's actually super cool.
So, yeah, that show that night, there were, like, 2 intermissions, because, granted, they're all, like, in their 60s. They had 2 intermissions that night, but it was, like, a 3.5-hour long experience, almost like the documentary. So yeah, if you like the Springsteen thing, if you can track down the Eagles thing, even if you're not a big Eagles fan, I promise you're going to be at least somewhat of an Eagles fan by the end of it.
That'd be cool.
So yeah, that's what that reminded me of, kind of, was just like Springsteen sitting there with himself talking to this audience. It was a real, I can only imagine how like intimate and awesome that was to see in person.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. That was a really good, I really like that a lot.
Yeah. I watched a bunch of different music documentaries. Netflix does this, like, they call it, it's all under this, like, remastered label.
Yeah.
And so I watched one about, like, who killed Jam Master Jay.
Yeah, so so it's been a while since, because I watched that a while ago. Was that, like, an unsolved thing, or did they know who did it?
At the end, it was still kind of unsolved. They had, like, an idea of who did it.
Yeah.
But
I think they did like a segment on him on Unsolved Mysteries one time, and like I saw that as like a kid. Like I've been listening to Run DMC since I was a kid, and so I was like, it's one of those things, like when you're a kid you don't really process it the same way. But then when I started growing up a little bit and started getting even more into their music, I was like, oh shit, like I had no idea he was even dead. And then I like started looking into it more, and it's like, oh okay, like, you know, it's a crazy fucking thing that happened with him. I remember, I think I've seen that exact Netflix thing. I think I watched it when they first brought it out.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. Like, I don't know a whole lot about Run DMC. Like, I like some of their songs. And I'm not, like, their biggest fan or anything by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not either, but they're definitely...
I didn't even know he was, like, dead either. Until, like, I saw that, like, a while ago, and I was like, oh. And then it was more like, I, like, had to look up when he died, because I figured it was like old or something like that.
Yeah,
but really it was
it's like pretty recent.
2002 or something.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of like the Tupac and Biggie thing, but you get far more conspiracy with the Tupac and Biggie thing than you do with the Jam Master Jay thing. Like the Tupac and Biggie thing is fucking wild. Like it was just like Suge Knight's involvement in that is undeniable. Anybody who says otherwise like is a fucking idiot, because he definitely like had those two killed. Like there's no doubt in my mind. Because they like wanted to leave, like they didn't want to be involved with him anymore, so that's why he had them killed. That's like the most common theory. And then the other, my favorite, like of the conspiracy theories, is that they're both still alive and they're in hiding. Yeah. Did I ever tell you the Elvis story that Christa has, like her dad has? Did I ever tell you this story? So have you ever heard the theory that Elvis is still alive and that like people have spotted him? I've only seen one picture of it. Like somebody spotted him out like at some restaurant or something, and like it does kind of look like him. But which doesn't help the conspiracy feeders, you know. But so Christa's dad, being a pastor, he's got to meet some like, you know, fairly famous people. But I guess Elvis's brother is named Aaron Presley. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong about that.
I have no idea.
Anyway, so Elvis, of course, was a really spiritual man. Like he ended up making a lot of gospel records as well. Yeah. And so his brother was the same, and his brother was actually like, I don't know if he was a pastor or just involved with like ministry services or whatever, but Christa's dad got to meet Elvis's brother at one point. And this was when like Elvis had been dead for a while, and it's one of those things where the rumors had just started circulating about like, hey, did Elvis really die? Yeah. And so he straight up asked Elvis's brother, like, hey, have you heard like this crazy stuff about like people saying your brother's still alive? And it gives me goosebumps like when Tim tells this story, but he was basically just like, yeah, I was there the day my brother died. I helped get him off the bathroom floor. Yeah. So like, you know, like people are full of shit basically. Yeah. So that's like the only cool story I have. It just kind of reminded me like the Tupac and Biggie thing, like people trying to like keep the rumor alive that they're not dead. And that's a really popular theory to this day. People are still really convinced that the three of those celebrities are still alive somewhere. But anyway, continue. That was just it. Just like popped into my mind.
No, that's fine. No, like, I liked that one enough. I watched I watched one about Robert Johnson, which was really cool.
Remind me who Robert Johnson is.
Robert Johnson was like a blues man who like, allegedly sold his soul to the devil.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And then he was like killed. He was poisoned at a bar.
Damn.
And because he became this super prolific like blues man.
Yeah.
And like a bunch of people like stole techniques and stuff off of him. But he like started out as like a terrible guitar player, and then he like went away for like 6 months or something. And when he came back, he's like doing all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And so the like rumor was that like he sold his soul to the he went down the crossroads and sold his soul.
That's crazy.
So like whenever you hear like the crossroads, like that kind of reference like the myth around him. And that one was cool. Like it had Keith Richards in it. It had a few other people on it, like talking about him, because like, you know, Delta blues is like a huge like influence on like British rockers like Led Zeppelin and like the Rolling Stones and stuff like that. Like, so it was just kind of interesting to watch that lineage, because like, you know, Delta blues turns into essentially rock and roll.
Yeah.
And it's pretty crazy.
And I remember hearing about that when we went to the Rock Hall not too long ago. I think we went last summer.
Yeah.
And that was like they kind of do it in order in the Rock Hall, like the early grassroots of it. I remember hearing that term being thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
That's cool though. Yeah, Netflix has got some really good shit if you know where to look.
I watched that one. I watched pretty much every remastered that's available.
Nice.
I think I like have two still. I watched the one on Bob Marley, which was really interesting because it like went into the like politics of Jamaica at the time, which was really fascinating because it was like something I didn't even know about. So that was cool. What was the other? Oh, I watched this one called Tricky Dick and the Man in Black about Johnny Cash's visit to the White House.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
That one was excellent. It was just kind of like how Richard Nixon like wanted to invite Johnny Cash because like he knew country music was kind of like, you know, the quote unquote silent majority's music.
Yeah.
And like wanted to like win their hearts over by having like country music stars like come and endorse him essentially.
Mm-hmm.
That was it was really good.
That's cool. Sounds like you've been watching a lot of good shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Was there another? I feel like there was another one I watched, but I can't remember. Maybe not. Oh crap! It's 11 o'clock. I gotta go. Been watching some TV too.
Oh yeah, I will throw I'll throw in my one hat in the ring here with TV. I haven't watched anything. That's what I'm planning on watching. iTunes finally put a show on sale, like the complete series that I've had in my wish list forever, and I've been waiting for a good price. Mm-hmm. So for $20, I got all of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, nice.
I've never seen a single episode of it.
Nice.
So I'm very much looking forward to starting that in the near future. I've been told by you and several other of my friends that I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's excellent. You'll love it.
One of my coworkers actually has an Avatar tattoo on her wrist, and
nice.
she was one of the ones who was trying to talk me into watching it. So I was like, yeah, normally that series is like $60 or $70, but they put that and Korra on sale for $20 the other day.
Nice. I have Korra that I still need to watch. I got it on Blu-ray when it was on sale at some point.
Yeah. But that's it for me. I haven't watched any movies or TV shows, I don't think. I started watching American Gangster on Netflix, but I haven't finished it yet, and that movie still holds up.
That movie's good.
But playing L.A. Noire has got me in the mood for that exact kind of thing. I think I'm going to watch L.A. Confidential after this, which is like the penultimate like 50s Hollywood detective thing. So let's see. TV shows.
Been watching Into the Badlands.
Okay,
Netflix.
yeah, the
it's
weird
like
AMC. Like, how would you describe that show? It's like, is it like not martial arts? Is it? It's like, is it? Okay,
it's a martial arts movie, like or not movie, but
show.
TV show for sure. It's like almost post-apocalyptic. Like it's like near future kind of post-apocalyptic, but like I guess like back in the old days before like the world went to shit, like they outlawed guns, so there are just like no guns in the show essentially.
Okay.
Which it's an interesting like
yeah.
you know, conceit and stuff like that. Um, it's cool. I like a lot of the actors. Like they brought in the second season, they bring on Nick Frost, which is pretty funny.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like
so
Nick
he,
Frost
like,
an awful lot.
yeah, he does a lot of like the comedic like you know, relief type of stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
And so that's been good.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like not great by any stretch, but it's something to watch. Like me and Jess
Yeah.
just like watch that, like just kind of hang out and watch that.
Yeah.
Like all the fight scenes are really well choreographed. All of the like what are they called? Like the costumes are really really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like the costuming on that show is amazing.
Okay.
And I like some of the world building in it, but like a lot of the dialogue is like pretty bad, and it's kind of like super melodramatic.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's enjoyable.
I remember.
It's a fun watch.
How many seasons are in that show?
There's like 3. There's like, so right now there's 3 on Netflix.
Okay.
And the third season was like split up into 2 parts, so the second part isn't on Netflix yet.
Gotcha.
So we like watched all the way up until like, I guess like March of this year, kind of. And so we're waiting. We'll have to wait. But I think I have the AMC app on my Roku, and since I have like my parents' cable login,
Yeah,
I just watch it when I get back.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I watched the first episode of that when it was on TV because it was like new and fresh, and I was like really into The Walking Dead at the time, but I like wanted something new. I've never seen past the first episode of that.
It's enjoyable enough. It's not like amazing, but it's like I said, like
it's
it was
serviceable.
Something to watch, and it was like it grabbed you enough that you wanted to keep watching.
Okay, that's cool.
And it's like light. Like we were watching Ozark for a long time, and it just got super depressing.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about that
really
show. Kind of.
It's a really heavy show.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And so we were like, oh, we need something fun to watch. All right, getting a cow.
Nice. So yeah, like I said, Avatar, I'm going to start watching it soon. Game of Thrones is over, so I got rid of my HBO subscription for now until they bring Ballers back.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else. I think the only subscriptions I still have left is I still have Netflix, I have Hulu because it's free with Spotify, and I have Shudder. So I watch like horror stuff every once in a while, but Shudder's only $4.99 a month, so I feel like that's gonna come in super clutch in like September and October when I start doing my horror marathon. Sure. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for that. So yeah, TVs and movies. Ben's clearly watched a fuck ton lately.
Yeah, I watched a lot of GDQ too. I could talk about.
Oh
that.
Yeah, the game's done quick. Yeah, so I tuned in one day and saw some. What was the Donkey Kong game on? So let me think. There was Donkey Kong Country. What system was that for?
Like original Donkey Kong
I
Country?
think was that NES or a Super?
That's a Super Nintendo game.
Okay, I think that's. Did they do a run of that? Was that the one they did?
I couldn't tell you.
I think it was the first. That started last weekend, right?
Yeah, it started on Sunday.
So I turned it on Sunday, and I was like really tired, so I like fell asleep through part of it. But I was watching some Donkey Kong run. Okay. And that was pretty cool. There's like the part of that game where you're like the wind is like carrying you up through this level. Like there's all these like fan blades or like turbine blades or whatever that are like carrying you up through the level. And it was fucking crazy to see how quick this guy got through that part of the game at least. But I think he did that run in like 35 minutes.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that was cool. I haven't watched too much of it other than that.
I've been watching a lot of that this week.
Okay, that's cool.
Excuse me. Watched what runs did I watch that were really interesting? The Minecraft run was really interesting.
Is there there's a story in Minecraft now, or is it just okay?
Read credits, yeah.
Okay.
That was fun, like, cause like you have to like build the Ender stuff. Like it's all about going to the Ender and then like going and fighting the Ender Dragon, and once you beat the Ender Dragon,
oh okay, that's right.
Then it's done.
It's been so long since I've played. That's been in the game for a while.
For a long time, yeah. But that was fascinating because it was like a random seed,
and
so like just watching him like move fast through that world was cool.
Yeah.
I watched most of a Pokemon Crystal run, which was interesting.
That's cool.
I watched like the glitched Pokemon Crystal run, which was fascinating.
Yeah.
Because it's basically like a 6-minute run or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Do we need any fish for the fishing bundle?
Let's see. What do we need? Yes, I think so.
Do we need any saltwater fish? Do you know?
I'll go check. I'm
okay.
Really close.
Because I'm at the beach now, so I figure I might as well.
I watched these Mario ROM hack ones, which are like Super Mario World ROM hack ones.
Okay.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Those are always super fun.
Yeah.
No.
Don't need any.
We need specialty fish, which is like, I think the desert fish, which we just need to go to the desert and fish for, and we need crab pot bundle fish.
Let's make that our objective then to end this recording with for tomorrow. Okay. We'll do one more day and we'll make tomorrow a desert day.
That works.
Yeah, GDQ is always a cool thing to watch.
Yeah. I watched a blindfolded Punch Out Wii run.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
That was really fun.
I had heard that they were going to be doing that, but I didn't know it was going to be a blindfolded one. That's cool.
Yeah. I watched part of a Legend of Zelda randomizer run. That was
okay.
Fun.
Yeah.
There's a what is it? Not Link Between Worlds. What's the...
A Link to the Past?
Yeah, Link to the Past Super Metroid randomizer.
Oh, cool.
Like, gonna be on today. That one should be fun to watch.
What time is that on? Do you know?
I think it might be on... I don't know exactly. I can look it up.
Okay.
I have the schedule on my phone.
I think Super Metroid is my favorite SNES game. I fucking love that game.
So what's on right now? Today's Saturday... Pokemon Let's Go is on right now. There's a Super Mario World run, Super Mario World race next.
Okay.
The Link to the Past starts at like 3:30 your time.
Okay. I'll have to tune in for that.
A little late.
Okay. So yes, by the time we get this video uploaded to the channel, GDQ will be over. But don't they usually put archives up on YouTube?
Archives on their YouTube channel.
Okay.
So game's done quick.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're into watching people do some cool shit with games, you know, whether it be speed running or randomizers or whatever, they do some really cool shit every year.
Yeah, I watched Tazbot, like the tool assisted speed run.
Yeah.
Which is like basically like they use like a tool to like go frame by frame and optimize as much as possible.
Yeah.
I watched Taz run of Celeste last night.
Oh, that's cool.
And that was super fun to watch. Just Celeste get demolished.
Yeah, that game is fucking hard.
Yeah.
I actually forgot, I played a little bit of Super Meat Boy again the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I never played too much of the PC copy that I have. I must have gotten it for free in like a Humble or something, because I mostly played that game on PlayStation 4. But, yeah, I just basically caught myself up on my PC run where I am on my PS4 one, which is the hospital area, like the end of the end of that one. I've never been very good at that game, but sometimes like if I'm in the mood, I'll just like plug away at it for a little bit and see if I can get a little bit further. Yeah, that's where that game like starts getting like severely punishing for me, is that area, like the hospital area with all the needles everywhere.
Yeah.
That's where like
I just thought of another game I played that I forgot
to
mention. Guacamelee.
Oh, yeah.
And almost beat that, but the final boss on that game is stupid.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
That's what you were saying.
Stop playing.
Guacamelee 2 is on Game Pass, but I think is it on PC Game Pass as well?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. I might play that when I get back. I don't know.
I heard the second one's even better than the first one, so that might be worth checking out. Yeah.
I liked the first one enough. Like, it was a fun little game just to kind of breeze through, but that end boss is stupid. Like, it's just, I don't know. I would just have to find the strats to do it.
Yeah.
And I just don't have it in me. Like, it just seems really cheap.
For sure. For sure.
That game, like, inspired me to want to try out Axiom Verge.
Yeah.
Which was free on the Epic Game Store.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think I downloaded that as well because it was free.
And I don't care for that game at all.
What about it did you not like?
I don't like the movement. It's really slow.
It is really slow for like a Metroidvania. It is.
Yeah.
It is pretty slow. Like I remember, like I had just come off hot off of beating Super Metroid, and I was like, Axiom Verge was like just coming out, so I was like, holy shit, like a modern one of these could be really good. But yeah, it does fall flat in a few ways for me. I appreciate it for what it is. I'll play just like damn near any Metroidvania just because I like that genre of game a lot. But yeah, it does fall a little bit flat in some areas like that. The movement speed does need to be tweaked.
Yeah, it just didn't grab my attention, and like,
yeah,
I don't know, it just wasn't interesting enough.
There's plenty of other Metroidvanias out there that are much better than that one too. So yeah, I'm glad to hear you're like playing some games, like some free games on Game Pass and stuff. Like it's like like I said earlier, it's like a lot of games that I never would touch normally, but it's cool that like I don't have to commit to it. Like all I have to do is commit to that monthly fee, which to have it on, to have Gold and Game Pass for PC and Game Pass for Xbox is only $15 a month. So I just never have to worry now about buying Game Pass codes, and I don't have to worry about buying Gold codes anymore. So that'd be really nice. But yeah, and then the other last thing I was going to touch on was board games. I don't know if you've played any new board games lately, but
no, I played some Exploding Kittens the other night. But
that's still a fun card game. Yeah. It's like a nice game for like, especially if you don't know people too well and you want like a nice easy game that doesn't require a lot of explanation. I ordered, so if you watched the Borderlands stream last night, Border Boys, by the way, so the archive of that will be up, I think before this will be up, so yeah, go check that out if you haven't already. It's me and Alex from Swirly Games playing Borderlands 2, the Handsome Collection. But I talked about how I just ordered 2 new board games from Target. Mm-hmm. So Jaws, the board game, I think it's a Target exclusive because I couldn't find it anywhere else. But it seems like a nice, pretty straightforward game. It's 2 to 4 players, and you play as either Jaws or like the sheriff or like one of the other citizens of Amity. And it seems really fucking good. Like, as a big fan of Jaws, like I've been waiting for them to do something with Jaws for a while like that, and it seems really cool. Because I remember when I was a kid, it's gonna sound stupid, but when you're a kid, you do stupid shit. I was very excited for that Jaws PS2 game when I was a kid. And I remember being really disappointed when I played it because that game was fucking trash. So, Jaws.
Did you see like the Shark RPG that's coming out?
I did. I'm like very interested in that. Yeah. I'm very interested in that. I'm probably gonna play that if it gets like decent reviews. I don't know what it is. Like I even like used to always like Echo the Dolphin as a kid. I just must have this hidden desire to be a fish or something. But so yeah, Jaws the board game. If you're interested in Jaws, it's pretty decent price, like $30 on Target, which is pretty good for a brand new board game that just launched. It doesn't seem like a really big or complicated game. It seems like it has more cards than like tokens or anything from the looks of it, and it has like a smallish like game board, but it seems like fun enough and easy to figure out. And I'm always looking for games that are 2 players so that Christa and I can play because we don't always have people over to play them. Then the other game that I got that I'm somehow even more excited about is just called the Blockbuster Party Game.
Oh, nice.
And so it comes in like a plastic, like they recreated it like very faithfully. A plastic like hard shell Blockbuster rental case. It comes in one of those, and it's just like a card game. And the synopsis sounded like it'd be really fun when I have a bunch of people over, but it's basically just like 90s and 2000s movie trivia in a Blockbuster case. Okay. And as somebody who feeds very heavily into my own nostalgia quite frequently, it's going to be perfect for me. I'm very excited to get those. So I think, we're going to go over to Alex's place either for the 4th of July or we're going to go over like next weekend. I think we're going to finally get to play those games because Target had this thing where if you spend like $35, you get free 2-day shipping. I don't know if that's like a July 4th thing. Cause normally their shipping's pretty expensive, but so that was cool. I'm really excited to play those. And then what else was I going to say? Oh yeah. So as far as movies go, on July 4th, I don't have any plans. So I think me and Christa are going to go see Spider-Man Far From Home.
Okay.
And we are also going to see Midsummer, which is the new movie from the guy who directed Hereditary. And Hereditary was one of my favorite movies of, was that last year?
Couldn't tell you.
I think it was last year. But that movie was the most anxious and uncomfortable a horror movie has made me in quite a long time. But there's something so fucking fascinating about Hereditary. Like, Chris and I just went back and watched a YouTube rundown of all the hidden imagery and symbolism in that movie.
Yeah.
And it's just so fucking wild. Like there's references to this. I'd have to look up its name, but like some like really like fucking demon, like an actual demon that like people worship. Like still to this day, like a very active like deity that people worship.
Huh.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's like this symbol. There's this satanic symbol that's all throughout Hereditary. And I mean, it's literally like in one of the most important scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
It's just like on this light pole, like on the street, like the symbol. Like I never would have seen that in the movie. Like some of it's just so quick. And so we watched this rundown of it. So I'm hoping, because I think this is this guy's second movie. Midsummer's only his second movie, and Hereditary was very well received. And Midsummer, I think, so far is consistently getting like 7s and 8s out of 10.
It's supposed to be pretty good too.
So like the article that really sold me on it, like I already knew I was going to go see it, but really sold me on it was they just finally sat the cast down and like at the premiere and like everybody got to watch it. And they said when the credits were, even after the credits were done, nobody moved or said anything for about 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Like even the people that were...
Desert?
Oh, yeah, fuck. I completely forgot about that. Shit. Okay. I was like forging my life away talking about shit.
I'm going now.
Okay. I'll join you here. But yeah, I'm very excited to see those. There's actually a lot of good movies in theaters right now. It's kind of hard to just choose 2 of them because I still really want to see Rocket Man, the Elton John movie. Toy Story 4 is out, but I think I'm going to wait for digital on that one.
I think I'm going to go see that with my mom.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
There's like some other good stuff playing in theaters. That Beatles movie called Yesterday is in theaters. That movie seems really interesting. Like, so if you don't know what the plot of that's about, it's basically like what happened if like something happened and everybody forgot that the Beatles existed, and this guy's the only person left in the world who knows their music by heart and knows how to play them on guitar. So he basically like learns how to play all the Beatles songs and he starts performing them as if they're his own original thing. And it seems supposedly there's like a really cool like meaning by the end of it and like some other really cool stuff. So I'm excited to see that. Beatles are probably my favorite band of all time. So I feel like I owe it to myself to see that.
Yeah, it's a really fascinating concept.
It is for sure. I haven't heard something that cool in a while. It's a really cool concept for a movie. Are we going to go fishing in the desert? That's what we're here for, right?
That's what I just got the sandfish, so we should be good to go.
Okay. I think you get the sandfish pretty easily.
Yeah.
Is that the only fish you can catch here?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So if you want, do you want to do a quick mine run, I guess?
Yeah, I'll do a quick one real quick. Like, try not to get our asses handed to us.
Yeah.
I will say I learned getting, like, if you do the, what's it called? The slime challenge for, like, the Adventurers Guild or whatever.
Uh-huh.
You get the ring that like takes slime damage away from you, and it makes doing these runs so much easier.
Yeah, because there's a lot of slimes down here.
Yeah.
Okay. Immediately. Oh shit! One of these fucking things. Oh, I got slimed. I got slimed. I'm getting slimed. Oh shit. He won't stop sliming me. Slime time live over here.
Oh, I got a prismatic shard. Nice.
Nice. Oh, I got a diamond. Oh, little mini ones. Do the slimes do different damage depending on what color they are?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these purple ones are hard as hell to kill. Oh, fuck. Okay. I need to eat something. Oh, fuck. Just walked right into him. Oh, there's another slime. That's right. We have the ladder unlocked, so we can... Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, let's get this fucker. Oh. Oh, there's 2 of them. Fuck.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh boy. I'm really low in health. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Get fucked, dragons.
I had a purple mushroom that just came in pretty clutch.
Nice.
I need to start saving more of the crops so I can prepare some food dishes for myself.
Yeah.
It's 4 o'clock, so at the latest we'll probably want to head out of here at like 10, I'd say, right? Maybe 9 or 10.
Found the exit.
Okay. Ooh, what's in this container, I wonder?
Ruby.
Nice. Yeah, I think today I'm going to definitely play some more Mario Maker 2. That's the plan, just to like sit and be lazy in the chair and play some handheld Mario Maker 2. I need to get a stylus so that I can at least try to like just buy like a cheap Amazon stylus or something.
Yeah.
Because that game definitely is not ideal to play on TV mode with the controller. Like clicking and dragging stuff around with the A button and the analog stick does not feel good at all. So stylus will be necessary at some point. I think Aaron and I are going to try to... So, like, that game's messaging about, like, sharing levels is so confusing. Because for a while, like, they made it sound like you just can't do it. But I don't understand how people are doing it on Twitter. Like, the games people that we follow are like, oh, yeah, here's my code. Try out my level. So it should be that easy for me and Aaron to do it, I would assume. Like, if I just give him a code, he should be able to do it. Yeah. But, like, I think what Aaron was saying, his big complaint right now is, like, if he plays a level that's cool, like, he'd have to just, like, there's no easy way for him to share it with me other than just being like, hey, type in this code.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
there should just...
Yeah, that seems rough.
Nintendo's just, like, fucking awful with that stuff.
Uh-oh. Dragons incoming.
Okay.
We found the exit already.
Yeah, we need to head back to that. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, get fucked.
You got him.
Yep.
What do you get for killing those? I always forget.
Dark essence usually.
Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
Hello? I think I just lost Ben somehow. It's really funny. It sounded like you sneezed. Did you sneeze and unplug your thing?
My mic. I tried to mute.
Okay. That was so funny, like hearing you like start to sneeze and then get cut off. I was like, did you sneeze your mic shut or something? Oh man. I think I'm going to try to get a new Sega Saturdays recorded at some point this weekend, too.
Oh, nice.
I think I'm going to get Alex on to do that with me tomorrow. I think I'm trying to decide, like, when I have other people on with me, I kind of just like to flip through the fun stuff, like try new games that I haven't tried before, like try the mod stuff. So I think when I start doing that solo, I'm going to focus more on, like, oh, yeah, here's me trying to beat all of Streets of Rage 2 in this one episode. I'll probably start focusing on just one game more. God, fuck these mummies.
Walk over him.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's even more mummies in here. Got an Omni Geode, 2 of them.
Juke.
Damn. We already had the exit? Okay.
I guess so.
Wild.
Oh, dragons.
Exit's unlocked?
Yeah. There's nothing else good here, really.
Okay. Yeah, this will probably be our last floor. Oh, boy. Yep, I'm just going to leave. I'm very low on health.
Come on, fuckface. Get wrecked.
What kind of sword are you rocking? I feel like you got a better one than I do.
No, I have the steel falchion or whatever.
Oh, do you?
My obsidian blade got, like...
Oh, that's right. It got taken away from you. I remember that. That was fucking stupid. I'm walking around the desert and like foraging some stuff. Do you know if we need any like the coconuts or anything like you can only pick up here?
So.
Okay.
No, because we have all the foraging stuff done.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get in the bus and head back.
Still playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I started playing that Harry Potter game that came out, and for whatever reason, like it's good, but it hasn't hooked me in the same way that Pokemon Go did.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna get back into Pokemon Go as soon as the weather gets a little bit nicer. It's been a weird mix of rain and heat here lately.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait until I get a day that it's not like raining or too hot out, and we're gonna go walk in the park and really hit it hard. I need to get some. I feel bad. People have been sending me gifts like crazy, and I've had nothing to reciprocate with.
Yeah.
Man, you've really progressed in that game. Like I've been playing it. I mean, granted, I have like completely stopped playing it at multiple times in the last 3 years, but I've been playing it since 2016. I'm level 30, and you're already up to 29.
Yeah.
So you've been playing the shit out of it.
Yeah. We went to the zoo on Thursday, and there's like stops all over that place. So
that's cool.
It's nice to get some. And then when I went up to like a barbecue place.
Yeah.
And it was like a stop in the little small town that I was in, like had a bunch of stops and stuff in it too. So that was cool.
That's cool.
So.
All right.
Gets me out of the house. I like it a lot because it gets me out.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. I need to get back into it. And then if you feel inclined, try that Harry Potter thing and add me and Christa because it's fun. Like drawing the spells out on the screen is fun, and it's just a different kind of game. It's not really comparable to Pokemon Go. It's similar in like the way it looks, but it like plays completely differently. But all right, well that's gonna do it for today's episode of Sunset and Stardew. Nice productive episode. Sorry it's been so long. We're gonna try to get some other stuff recorded maybe, but. Got some nice content coming your way. Archive of Border Boys will be up. New episode of Game Dev Tycoon that we recorded with Aaron, Ben, and Alex will be up at some point. And then obviously, this new episode of Sunset and Stardew, so some new content. And then me and Alex are going to be streaming Borderlands 2 up until the release of Borderlands 3 on PS4 in September. So we have that to look forward to. Yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming. Maybe a new episode of Sega Saturdays can be uploaded sometime soon in the next couple weeks. So hit that subscribe button, give me a like, give me a comment. Again, we're always open to questions. So if you guys are like having any questions about Stardew Valley, any questions about us, like hey, did you watch this movie? Did you watch this show? Did you play this board game? We're always open to questions. So send them my way at the Adjective Noun Gaming Twitter page or Facebook page or Instagram page. So thanks again, Ben, for being here. My loyal buddy Ben, my Sunset and Stardew pal. And we will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot for watching.